Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of TechPods by M.A.C Solutions. This episode is in collaboration with the HMS Networks, and today we have got Davor from HMS. For everyone, Davor, M.A.C and HMS Networks have had a very long-standing relationship, and it's a pleasure to have you here, of course, and really understand HMS Ewon as a brand and what's the way forward. So, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
So first thing first, Devo, what is Ewon as a brand, and what are the key challenges it caters to?
So Ewon, as a brand, what we work with is remote solutions and IoT solutions. So what we do is we offer solutions in regards to be able to do remote access. So our customers can connect remotely to different types of machines on a factory floor or outside. We also do data collection, so we collect performance data from different types of machines, so our customers can do different types of analytics, but we also do taking that data and integrating that into a little bit bigger systems, like SCADA systems, and we also have our various types of cloud solutions. And we also trying to also offer some verticalized solutions as well, so where we offer more of an end-to-end solution, specifically for different types of vertical markets.
So, Devo, we just spoke about the challenges HMS Ewon caters to. Would you like to talk more about the product range which is there within HMS Ewon?
Yes, so what we have is we have different types of products within the Ewon portfolio. So we have a device called Cozy, which is our remote access device, and what we offer it is to machine builders that want to be able to remotely support their customers. And so what they do is they install this device into the machine, and then they ship off the machine. And so instead of having to travel to the site to help out their customers, they can then sit in their office and they can remotely connect to that and do some troubleshooting. And the benefit here is that we then save resources. You don't have to travel to the site, but also their customer get much faster support and response. So that is, I would say that this is our most mature product, and this is something that we have done for a lot of years. Our other device, which we have, is Flexi, which is where we have extended a little bit of the remote access capabilities, but and including data as well. So here we can then connect to different types of PLC systems from various types of brands, and we can then collect that data, and we can then integrate that data locally on a factory floor, for instance, but also take that same data and send it up to third-party applications, which are then running on Amazon or Azure, and we can also integrate it into our own local systems and SCADA systems.
Yeah.
And then we have a product range which is called NetBiter, and which is more of a verticalized end-to-end solution. And here we are focusing a lot on our power generation, power distribution, energy monitoring, and trying to cater into those type of requirements which are there.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. So we just spoke about remote data, remote access, and remote monitoring. Can you talk more about the user profile which are there, for these three different verticals, I would say, and then what are the challenges which these user profile face?
I think there are some similarities between all of them, because what we have is, if you take like a remote access, you have that from a machine builder perspective. He wants to be able to offer, he wants to reduce his service and be more efficient. So by having a remote access connection to his machine, then he can offer more efficient service contracts and things like that. So that's a little bit where the Cozy comes in. The other part is that from a Flexi perspective, where you also do data collection, is where the machine builder, in this case, he wants to then be able to collect that data, both to be able to inform his customer, which is then the factory owner, is that how is that machine performing, he can enhance capabilities of his machine, because he is collecting that data, so he gets from his own quality perspective, the next generation of machines can be better. And then what you have for the factory owner is that a flexi device can be used to upgrade a system. For instance, is that you have a production line and then you have some old equipment, and then you want to be able to upgrade that production line. So there, a flexi can take, for instance, connect to an old, let's say, an old Siemens PLC, and then you want to upgrade and be able to utilize connectivity like OPC UA, for instance. Then a flexi can do that conversion for you, so you can upgrade parts of your production plant. So there are a lot of user cases that can be used. And also what we see from going back to the remote access is that factory owners nowadays also put pressure, so to speak, to the machine builder, that they want to have support, but they also want to control who has access to their factory. So what they do is they say to machine builders, please use this system, and we want to standardize the way that our suppliers are connected to our machine. So you have the same solution, but the different aspects of how that solution is being used.
All right, so that's interesting, to be honest, that there are so many products which are there, like Cozy, Flexi, NetBiter, and we also talked about the user profiles which are there. But I'm pretty sure in your vast experience, you must have seen what kind of reservations are there in the industry in order to adopt this solution.
It's a very easy answer to that question, and that is cybersecurity.
Yeah.
So what happens is that with all these types of systems which you are connecting remotely, or you're doing in data collection, there is also always this fear that is the system secure.
Yeah.
So what we need to convey to our customers and to our partners is that the system is secure, and we're putting a lot of effort to make sure that the systems remain secure. So this is how the devices are being connected. It's based on common security standards. As a company, as HMS, we also are ISO 27001 certified, which means that we have to have the internal processes in place of how we work with security within the company. And also we're trying to follow all the guidelines that the different types of organization has. We're looking at standards like IEC 62443, the NIST, which is in regards to the US. So we are following that a lot, and we also have employed people within organizations to just work with cybersecurity. Now, there is also not that we only do this internally, but we work with external companies. So in our case, we work with a company called M.A.C, which is a Belgian company, which is a cybersecurity company. And what they do is they do penetration tests. They make sure and train our developers to write secure code. So there is a lot of things that we do, and this is to build up trust, because security comes back to trust. And here you have to build up the trust, so the customer and the user of our system feels that the system is secure, and we're doing everything that we can. Now, there is always this caveat, which is that regardless of how if we are very secure in our system that we develop, there is a responsibility that our customers are installing stuff, our products into the recommended ways that we say. And so this is always a discussion back and forth. The bigger the company, the more security the requirements they have, and so on and so forth. But I think it's transparency is always the key. You have to be transparent with your customers who are using their systems, and that is the way that you build trust.
You spoke about the Ewon Cozy, Flexi, NetBiter. So if you'd like to share one of the success stories within these product ranges, and what were the key factors which contributed to this success?
I think that our main contribution for our success the different types of projects that we've been involved in, is our vendor independence.
Yeah.
So if you take a look at the Flexi device, what we have there is we have a wide range of support for different types of communication protocols that we can speak directly to different types of PLC systems. When we have been focusing on our vertical markets, like within the Ewon Netbiter, is that we're then trying to support a wide range of common products within that market segment. So and what we have seen is that a lot of our customers have used previously different like specialized solutions from a specific brand, and now they actually want to have more of a one system that fits into to their vertical market. So what we have been successful is to be able to support a wide range of different brands or different products within that vertical market. And that has also resulted in that we see a big uptake in more dedicated vertical focus that we are doing. So yes, I think it's vendor independence is the key factor to this.
Absolutely. So looking ahead, Davor, what does the future hold? How is the product evolving to keep up with the future trends?
I think that one of the key things here is everybody's talking about like AI and machine learning and things like that. So I think that is coming in. We see that more coming into like the edge gateways, like more intelligence coming out. There will be more centralized solutions, and this has always been like the question is like, are you going to do the intelligence inside the gateway, or are you doing that up in the cloud? I actually believe that it will be more done in the edge devices, because there is a lot of benefits to do that. Such as you don't have to transmit all the data, there is a reduction in costs and things like that. I think also what we will see is more regulations, as we have seen now, where we have within the European Union, for instance, you have M.A.C. coming out, which is going to affect next year, which is then focusing on specific vertical markets. And that is where if you're like within food production, or if you are in infrastructure and things like that. So I think that what we will see is more moving forward, it will be more regulated as well. And cybersecurity will be much more prominent in how in this whole IoT market that we are in. So I think there will be challenges, but I think that it's a market that will mature, taking that into account.
Well, that does look promising, to be honest, if you ask me. I mean, there are a lot of things which even we keep on hearing from our customers. So from whatever you just shared with us, I think a lot of the expectations could be matched with the things which I've just mentioned. But yeah, I mean, those were essentially my questions with you today, Davor. And thank you so much for joining us for the very first episode of TechPods. And if you have any questions coming ahead, please feel free to send us in, and we will make sure that we do get the answers back to you. Thank you so much for watching.